If you are truly serious about success, the first step is eliminating the habit of watching everyone else. It is easy to compare their wins, their lifestyles, their pace, and wonder why you have not arrived at the same destination. Yet every second spent looking outward is a second you are not building what belongs to you. The truth is simple and uncompromising. Focusing on others creates distraction. Focusing on yourself creates direction. The moment you stop chasing someone else's timeline and start committing to your own, everything begins to change. Success does not grow from comparison. It grows from clarity, discipline, and the daily work that moves you forward. What separates those who obsess over others from those who focus entirely on themselves is an internal shift. It is the ability to silence outside opinions, to quiet the noise, and to train the mind to remain centered on one's own path, even when distractions surround it. Imagine for a moment that you stand at the very center of your own universe. Everything that happens around you, everything you wish to achieve, every vision you carry begins with you. This is not poetic exaggeration. It is a fundamental truth. Your life will unfold exactly as you command it to if you first command it within your own mind. I have spent years studying the lives of the world's most accomplished individuals, industrialists, inventors, presidents, philosophers. Without exception, their journeys did not begin with wealth, influence, or connections. They began with a definite purpose and an unshakable belief in their own potential. Each of them made a decision to become the master of his or her own fate. Consider Andrew Carnegie, born into poverty in a one-room cottage in Scotland. When he arrived in America, he had no wealth, no family connections, no formal education. What he possessed was a burning vision, a desire so strong that circumstance could not extinguish it. Carnegie understood what many never realize: the greatest limitations in life are not imposed by the outside world, but accepted within our own thinking. He did not waste time measuring himself against others. He did not envy the fortunes of those who came before him or shrink before those who seemed more educated or more favored by opportunity. Instead, he turned inward. He studied himself. He disciplined his thoughts. He directed every ounce of mental and physical energy toward the vision he had chosen. He planted himself firmly at the center of his universe and bent the world to meet his will. This is the lesson you must embrace. Stop looking sideways. Your neighbor's success has nothing to do with your potential. The promotions of colleagues, the achievements of friends, the accolades others receive, these are not your compass. You are not here to live someone else's dream. You are here to awaken your own. Each time you compare your progress to someone else's, you surrender a piece of your power. You shift the center of your universe outward. Once your focus leaves your inner world, your thoughts scatter, your actions become reactive, and your results grow inconsistent. That is the quiet danger of comparison. You must reclaim the throne of your mind. Believe with absolute conviction that your ideas, your values, and your ambitions matter. They matter more than opinions. They matter more than current results. They matter more than fear or doubt. When you operate from this center, life stops happening to you and begins happening for you. Your thoughts sharpen, your vision clears, your actions align with purpose, and the universe, mysterious though it may be, responds accordingly. Every great achievement is born in the invisible realm of thought before it materializes in reality. Before a skyscraper rises, a blueprint is drawn. Before a fortune is built, a vision is formed. Before a person becomes powerful, he becomes disciplined in thought. So ask yourself, what vision lives within you? What idea burns so brightly that you cannot release it? Do not ask whether it seems possible. Ask whether it is truly yours. If it is, then stop waiting for permission. Stop searching for signs. Stop hesitating. Take command of your inner world. Declare yourself the master of your fate. You are not here to imitate. You are here to create. The greatest figures in history rose because they followed their own inner voice. That voice lives within you. It has never left. It waits for your attention. Stand tall. Look within. Build the life only you can build. You are the center of your universe. Never forget it. Throughout history, those who soared highest and left lasting marks on the world shared one defining quality: unwavering self-belief. This belief was not arrogance or ego. It was a deep inner certainty that their vision was worth pursuing, regardless of cost, resistance, or failure. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the electric light bulb. Most people would have stopped. They would have pointed to exhaustion, years of effort, and concluded that success simply was not meant for them. Edison did not. He possessed what every great achiever must cultivate: belief in the worthiness of his idea. He did not measure himself against those who gave up. He did not question why his success seemed slower than others. He understood that failure is not a verdict, it is feedback. Every unsuccessful attempt brought refinement. Every setback sharpened the dream. This is the mindset you must carry. Within you lies a seed of greatness. It waits for belief. It waits for action. It waits for discipline and courage. But above all, it waits for your conviction. Belief is not a luxury. It is the foundation of all progress. Without it, ideas remain wishes. Goals remain fantasies. Talents lie dormant. Doubt and fear are not weaknesses. They are companions on the journey. Every individual who has achieved something meaningful has walked through uncertainty. The difference is they kept moving. They did not give fear control. They fortified belief like a fortress, repeating their vision until it felt inevitable. So examine your own convictions. Do you believe you are capable of more? Do you believe your dreams are valid? If so, act accordingly. Speak, walk, plan, think, and build as one who knows success is already possible if you refuse to release it. Do not wait for validation. Validation begins within. The moment you decide to believe in your path and potential, you initiate momentum. Opportunities appear. Resources align. People enter your life, not by accident, but by cause. Belief is a daily decision, strengthened moment by moment. The more you choose it, the stronger you become. Believe now, not someday. Everything you seek waits on the other side of conviction. Life without clear goals is like sailing without a compass. The winds shift, waves redirect you, and every movement becomes reactionary. Many drift through existence this way, responding to circumstance rather than commanding direction. Yet those who build empires and legacies live differently. They define the destination before the journey begins. Walt Disney faced rejection, bankruptcy, and ridicule. He was told he lacked imagination, but he held a clear vision, so vivid he could see it before the world did. That clarity became his compass. When you know exactly what you want, your mind organizes around it. Opportunities become visible. Distractions lose appeal. Energy flows toward intention. A vague dream produces vague results. A defined goal, written and reviewed daily, becomes a living contract with your future. Ask yourself honestly, where are you going? Do not answer lightly. Go inward. Identify what you truly desire. Not what others expect, not what fear allows, but what resonates deeply within. Write it down. Thoughts fade. Written goals anchor identity. Let them guide decisions. If a choice moves you closer, pursue it. If it pulls you away, decline it. Clarity breeds focus. Focus builds momentum. Momentum moves mountains. Do not fear ambitious goals. Fear aimlessness. The greatest tragedy is not aiming high and missing, but aiming low and hitting. Successful individuals are not lucky. They are intentional. They move consistently in one direction, like a river carving through rock. Become that river. Define your goals. Make them measurable. Make them vivid. Let them bring order to chaos and certainty to doubt. A person without direction is vulnerable to every storm. A person with direction becomes a creator of destiny. Resilience is equally essential. Abraham Lincoln endured repeated failures, business losses, political defeats, personal tragedy. By conventional standards, he should have quit. He did not. He understood that failure does not define a person. Persistence does. Each defeat became instruction. Each disappointment strengthened resolve. The path to greatness is never smooth. It is uneven, unpredictable, and demanding. Yet within its challenges lies transformation. Obstacles are proving grounds. When a adversity strikes, you face two choices: retreat or rise. Greatness belongs to those who persist. Setbacks signal growth, not misdirection. Resilience is forged in moments when quitting feels easiest, but continuing matters most. Every struggle sharpens strength. Every fall builds character. Over time, you realize pain is temporary, but growth endures. History honors those who refuse to surrender. Comparison, however, remains a silent threat. The moment you measure your progress against another's, you relinquish power. Your journey is unique. Ray Kroc did not build an empire by watching competitors. He focused on his own vision, transforming a modest burger stand into a global phenomenon. Comparison steals joy and distorts perspective. You see others' highlights, not their hardships. You measure your chapter 2 against someone else's chapter 20. Return to your own path. Measure progress against who you were yesterday. Did you grow? Did you learn? Did you move forward? That is the only metric that matters. Stay loyal to your journey. Success is not winning someone else's race. It is finishing yours with integrity. Continuous growth sustains advancement. The world changes relentlessly. Those who remain curious and adaptable thrive. Henry Ford did not accept the world as it was. He studied, experimented, refined. Success was not a single idea, but an ongoing commitment to learning. The moment you believe you have learned enough, decline begins. Growth must be habitual. Seek knowledge. Embrace discomfort. Adapt strategies without abandoning purpose. Passion fuels endurance. Helen Keller, despite profound limitations, refused surrender. Guided by purpose, she became a global symbol of courage and contribution. Passion transforms obstacles into challenges worth solving. Discover what ignites you. Align your life with it. Passion grants stamina when logic suggests stopping. Your mind shapes reality. Thoughts become actions. Actions create results. Positive thinking is not denial of hardship, but disciplined focus on possibility. Choose empowering thoughts. Guard your mind. Replace negativity deliberately. Your inner dialogue constructs your outer life. Finally, act. Dreams without action remain fantasies. Decisiveness separates visionaries from observers. Amelia Earhart did not merely dream of flight, she entered the cockpit. Action builds momentum. Conditions will never be perfect. Move anyway. Each step refines confidence. Each attempt strengthens clarity. You are the author of your life, but only action moves the pen. Choose boldly. Move deliberately. Refuse stagnation. The journey toward excellence begins now. Turn inward. Set bold goals. Cultivate resilience. Reject comparison. Remain adaptable. Ignite passion. Guard your thoughts. Act decisively. Your future waits for courageous steps only you can take. You possess the power to shape your destiny. The moment you reclaim your focus and commit fully to your own path, you begin creating the extraordinary life you deserve. The answer to that question is not found in words, but in action. Readiness is not a feeling that arrives fully formed. It is a decision made in the presence of uncertainty. The extraordinary life you seek will not announce itself with perfect timing or ideal conditions. It will require you to step forward before you feel completely prepared, to trust your preparation even when doubt whispers otherwise. Growth begins the moment you choose movement over hesitation. There will be days when motivation feels distant, when progress appears slow, when the results you anticipated seem nowhere in sight. In those moments, remember that consistency outweighs intensity. A single inspired burst of effort cannot compare to steady, disciplined action repeated day after day. Mastery is built quietly. Confidence is accumulated gradually. Momentum compounds invisibly before it becomes undeniable. Stay with the process. Trust the accumulation of small victories. Guard your time with intention. Time is the one resource distributed equally, yet invested differently. The hours you dedicate to learning, building, refining, and reflecting determine the trajectory of your life. Do not squander them on comparison, distraction, or empty validation. Direct them toward creation. Ask yourself daily, does this action move me closer to my vision? If the answer is no, have the courage to adjust. Discipline is not restriction, it is alignment. Surround yourself with environments that elevate your standards. The people you engage with, the content you consume, the conversations you entertain, all influence your mindset. Seek those who challenge you to grow rather than tempt you to settle. Distance yourself from negativity that erodes belief. Your mind thrives in constructive company. Excellence becomes easier when it is normalized. There will also be moments of solitude. Embrace them. Solitude is not isolation, it is refinement. In silence, you hear your own voice more clearly. In reflection, you realign with purpose. The world is loud with opinions, expectations, and trends. Step away when necessary. Return to your center. Revisit your goals. Reaffirm your commitments. Recalibrate your direction. The strongest leaders spend time alone strengthening their foundation before they step forward again. Understand that fear will accompany you at every new level. Fear does not disappear with achievement, it evolves. The fear of starting becomes the fear of scaling. The fear of failure becomes the fear of maintaining success. Do not interpret fear as a sign to retreat. Interpret it as evidence that you are expanding. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to proceed despite it. Measure success by alignment rather than applause. Applause is fleeting and often misdirected. Alignment is enduring. When your actions reflect your values, when your effort supports your vision, when your daily habits mirror your long-term goals, you are succeeding, even if recognition has not yet arrived. External validation is unpredictable. Internal integrity is within your control. As you progress, refine your standards. What once felt difficult will become manageable. What once felt impossible will become routine. Do not become complacent when you reach new heights. Growth demands continual elevation of expectation. Raise your standards deliberately. Ask more of yourself, not from harshness, but from belief in your capacity. Remember that setbacks will revisit you. You may encounter rejection after progress. You may face failure after achievement. Do not allow these moments to redefine your identity. They are events, not definitions.